Sup YouTube, and welcome back to another video. In this episode we're going to finally be playing some Arma 3 Epoch. I've been waiting a long time for this game to come out, and was lucky enough to get myself on a key from Size Syndicate's Twitter. I recommend to anybody that wants to play this mod for Arma 3 to follow the Epoch guys on Twitter as well. They're doing live streams at the moment, and they're giving away keys in every single live stream. There's a fair few dev servers which are up, so anyone's welcome to join if they can get their hands on a key. Yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a little bit of an introduction. I played last night for about 4 hours with LucasWhizz. Got some really cool footage. There was some fun stuff which we did. It's a little bit newbie to what was going on, simply because it is a very different mod to the Arma 2 version of Epoch. Obviously you've still got all your standard kind of gunfights and things like that, but just the whole trading system and a few other bits, including the spawning, is very different. So it was quite funny, but unfortunately my mic and sound wasn't recording properly, so I'm gonna have to start afresh today. But yeah, it runs seriously well. It's very well optimized. Obviously the map's huge, and there's no buildings yet, so at the moment there's not going to be any lag from that sort of side. But yeah, the game runs incredibly well. Everything that's been implemented so far seems to be good. For people that haven't seen anything or heard anything about it, this is the first section that you spawn here. It's effectively the debug island, and you get an option to choose 3 different trader cities, which are these little manhole covers here. When you go through to one of the trader cities, you can obviously then pretty much just go out and explore. I'm not quite sure how this guy got here. He must have either swam with all of his weapons on him for some stupid reason, or taken a boat over. But yeah, a little bit different. I mean, you can't scroll wheel on backpacks or anything. You can press I, and well, that wouldn't be stealing from him. That would be stealing from the trader, which I might do now. Let's see what he's got. Argue. Steal. What can I steal off him? Yep, take compass, take watch, and I'll take those gloves. Cheers, buddy. Right, so yeah, I'm going to head to a trader city. Going to try and meet up with Luke. I'm sure I'll show you some kind of general looting sections on the way, and how you actually navigate the game itself. Potentially get into some buildings sometime soon. Try and get geared up to the state that we were yesterday, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Definitely, as I said, recommend checking it out. Follow all the Epoch guys on Twitter, and keep your eyes open for keys. I don't know how long the closed alpha is going to be out, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we just left that first trader city that we spawned into there. I've stolen a few more items of clothing and bits and bobs from the traders. That does have repercussions apparently. I'm not quite sure what they involve at the moment, but in the future it's not like you can just run up to any trader and steal anything that they've got off of them. You will be penalised if you do that. We're going to head around this industrial bit and then up to a little military compound over there, see if we can grab some loot. A few different mechanics. Like your normal DayZ, you just walk up to like a building, scroll wheel on any gear that you see on the floor. Here you kind of have to hunt for it. So if you go up to these trash bag sections, similar to the ones over there, and press T, you'll trample them down. And if you press I, you might find some gear on the floor. I have no luck with these, but Luke seems to find stuff in every single trash pile that he looks in. Oh, here we go. What's this? Tactical vest. Perfect. Or did I have a compass? Yeah, I have a compass. So yeah, I mean that's one section of loot. You can also press T on trash cans, and it'll turn over the trash cans. There's some sandbag sort of items which you can do it with as well. That's one kind of style of looting that can get you some fairly decent gear. It's good to find backpacks and chest rigs and things on them. So, oh, speaking of backpacks and chest rigs, that's exactly what I've found. So yeah, when you're doing that, if you press the console key, that'll bring up your debug on the right hand side. You've got your standard hunger and thirst, just like normal DayZ. The energy level is used for building in this, so to replenish that you can either find energy packs on the floor, or you can sit in a vehicle and it replenishes your energy for some reason. So that's one from there. The wet status, I'm not sure if that works properly yet or what the repercussions of that are. I swam for about 20 minutes yesterday because I was stranded on an island, and apparently my wet was 0, so I don't quite know how that works. What's next on the list there? Your soiled status, you can see mine's gone up to 4. I've shit myself 4 times according to the game. No, in each one of them trash can sections that I just trampled on there, that takes your soiled status up by 1. Everything has a counterpart, so you can reduce that. I think they've got like wet towels in the game or something, and that'll allow you to reduce that wet status. Soiled status. The repercussion of that is you're not able to trade with some traders. Basically, you stink and they don't want to trade with you. I haven't got to the stage where that actually happens yet, but apparently that's the case. Stamina is pretty obvious. Basically, if you sprint for a long period of time, it's the standard stamina, which is in Arma 3, and you will get tired and have to slow down and obviously not be able to run as fast anymore. Bleeding, self-explanatory, bleed time, etc, etc. Fatigue, I think there's almost the same as stamina, but I'm sure I could be wrong there, so don't quote me on it. Unfortunately, I'm finding nothing in these buildings here, but yeah, we'll push onwards and see what we can find on the next section of our loot tour. Okay, so here's another example. These trash cans here, if you walk over to them, press T, it'll flip it over for you, and you should be able to press I, and if there's gear there, you'll be able to find it. As I said, suck at finding gear at these things, and pretty much only find them in buildings, which the loot system in buildings is very different to Arma 2, as opposed to just walking in and seeing a weapon lying on the floor and having to scroll wheel on it and pick it up from there. If there is loot in a building, it will spawn in a prop basically. So when you go down into the building, there'll be like sofas or cabinets, beds, all sorts of different things that you can interact with. They've all got a little animation for them, and then inside those will be loot piles and random sections of loot that you can what have we found here? A chem light and a flash. Well, you only get 1 chem light, so I'm not even going to pick that up, and I don't think this one will do it. See what we can find over here. Nothing. Nothing. Fantastic. And I did see yesterday on top of one of these silos there's a military crate. Basically, it's like a small black gun rack sort of thing. Right there. Perfect. And they typically contain higher grade weaponry. Or higher grade ammo, so you can still find like rifles and things inside like buildings and stuff, but your higher tier weapons you're going to find in these sorts of things. I'll probably open this and there won't be anything there, but again, has a little animation, and oh no, we've got some form of assault rifle. I don't know what ammo it takes. Is it 7.62? It's not that one. It's not Stanag. Okay, it's the 6.5s. Check all this in our chest rig. Actually, we'll should be able to fit the flash on there. Wasted flash, and the things which I don't need immediately I'll chuck in the backpack. Okay, so got a little bit of gear. We're probably going to go try and meet up with Luke now. If I find any more little bits of information along the way that I remember, then I'll come back and tell you. One thing is, you might notice that there aren't any zombies around at the moment. The zombies are different in this game. There are still some forms of mobs, if you like, or whatever you want to call them, that roam around. There's some scary ass kind of witch demon things which shoot some fireball stuff at you. I wish I had the footage from yesterday, because me and Luke were just running around like idiots. We had no idea what was shooting at us. We got killed by snakes. there's zombies which run up to you and explode, and I was stood about 2 foot away from one and had no idea what was going on. It was absolutely hilarious, and I wish I still had the footage. Well, I have the footage, but there's no sound. So, if you go to drag and drop it, it should automatically show you what slot is available for it.
Oh, it goes in my carrier rig slot.
Yeah.
Don't know how good it is though.
Missions will be spawning. Oh god.
What?
Scary no arm things coming at me.
Oh god. Oh! What just happened?
What the fuck is that?
What just happened, Matt?
They fucking explode!
They're
like suicide bombers!
That's not what I needed to know!
I just shit my pants! Be sure to go over and check out Luke's channel. I'm sure he'll upload his section of it, and yeah, you can have a right laugh there. But we're going to head up to this little military compound up here. As I said, try and meet up with Luke, see if we can get him a weapon again, and go try and find some players. Don't know whether we'll be friendly or foes, but there's some seriously geared guys on the server, and there's also some kids that are running around in underwear who have no idea what they're doing. So we'll be back with you in a bit. Okay, so we're still venturing around on our own. Found a few more trash piles over here. Anything? Nope. Luke is just about to log in. Didn't find anything up in the military section. Tired myself out, but found a few more trash piles over here. I knew I missed something over here. Quickly run back. If I run all the way back here and find nothing, I'm going to be upset. And nothing. Fantastic. Okay, so can't remember exactly where we are at the moment. I'm going to have to spam the map to try and find out exactly where I need to meet Luke. But he's going to spawn in at one of the trader cities. So if you get the map up, all of these orange dots are the trader cities. They span pretty much the entire map. Apparently, these are missions as far as I'm aware, so they're starting to come up. The epicenter ones aren't. Basically, there's random earthquakes which happen around the map. You'll get entire screen shake, and then physically a crack in the ground will open up where the epicenter is. So it's a nice, interesting feature. There's loads of little cool things like that which are all over the place. Man, I'm gonna seriously soil myself if I keep jumping on this trash pile. But so yeah, I'm gonna spam the map in a second, see if I can find out where Luke is, see if we can meet up, and then once again we'll be back when we've got some proper footage for you guys.
Well, I don't know if it's just because it's daytime, but my frames have taken a decrease now. On the odd 30, and I'm not recording.
Mine has a little bit. Mine's down to 40. I'm still recording. I was at 50 yesterday. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the other objects that you can search.
See if I've got anything open.
Tactical vest brown. Baller ass hats and binoculars. I'll just leave all this stuff here, and then you can come back with me and pick it up for yourself.
Sure.
That's the same stuff I'm looking at over there. More stuff that's in
So
here.
much memory right now.
Do I need that ammo? 5.56. What's this? 6.5. No. The backpack.
Hey, that helped.
What was the? What did you change?
Well, I just closed a couple of things I had open, and then set my CPU priorities a bit higher on Arma 3.
You got a better graphics card than me, so you should get more frames anyway. So I mean, I'll take 40 FPS playing on.
40 is wicked.
Yes. Oh, you keep getting stuck behind doors. I heard someone.
Ready?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
Just freaking
Close,
out.
I'm just coming into the industrial now.
I'm not an industrial, I'm just looting the military.
Have you looted the industrial already?
No. Well, I did before restart.
Oh, not since, okay. Oh, well, that's good then, I'll go in there. Didn't.
It's a weapons crate here.
I wasn't there a second ago. I got 5 rounds for this rifle.
Oh, got a multi-tool gun.
Nice. I don't know what that does.
You can repair vehicles with certain attachments. You can heal players from when they've died. Sorry, you can revive them.
Oh shit. So if I die now, you can revive me?
No, I need the heal tool, but I would be able to eventually.
Well, which way should we head?
Can't believe I just found that. Hang on. Is that permanently a night vision scope, or is that... Oh no, it's a scope, and then it'll be night vision if I press N. And off! Oh god, what have I done? Okay, I've turned night vision on this scope, and now I can't turn it back off, so I'm going to take it off. Put it back on.
There we go.
Oh,
Back towards that compound on top of the mountain that we had a fight at yesterday. Go that way, check up there.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to turn off night vision.
They may turn it on. No?
No.
Sometimes scopes bug, whereas you put them on and they don't show what they actually are, but then if you turn the thing on, you won't be able to turn it off again. Energy pad.
Need those for building.
See, they're saying N.
Yeah.
I think it might have bugged, Matt. Sometimes it does that.
Drop it on the floor. And then I'll pick it back up, see if it does anything.
I've got a vest on now, but I just found one.
That's still fucked.
You got a compass?
Are you at your body?
No.
There's a guy at your body.
Armed or not?
No.
Hello. Hello.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit, it did a nice little jump.
What the?
Hey there. Hey there. How's it going? How's it going?
He pulls out a pistol, he dies.
Hello, sorry, didn't, nothing. I've just started. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Please don't kill me, I've literally just spawned in, I've just got a key.
Hi!
We're not gonna kill you, don't worry.
Thank you. What did you think of the game so far?
It's quite good.
We're liking it. We're liking it so far.
What about yourself? How long have you
spawned in since?
Okay, so as with every game and every new mod, unfortunately it's got a little bit of error/issues every now and then. My game crashed, my player died, just I couldn't get back in the server, had to delete certain files and all sorts of stuff. So Luke met up with that guy at the end of the last clip and has pushed off to a town over that way, but unfortunately they've both just died, so they're going to respawn at the Trader City as far as I'm aware, and I'm going to try and meet back up with them. We're in TeamSpeak now, so we'll see what happens and see if we can get everybody's gear/loot back. In fact, they might run straight back. I think it was an AI objective /AI just at spawn. You get these little drones which fly around, and if they spot you, they'll spawn a random amount of AI around your position. So if you're not paying attention, you could just be walking along and then suddenly get shot in the back by an AI. So yeah, it's worth watching out for. Cool introduction. New feature that they've implemented into the game. I quite like it. I think it's good. It stops people just sitting out in the middle of nowhere forever and not getting shot at or anything. So hopefully they'll be targeting snipers sitting on the hills somewhere, and drones will fly in, and then they'll have to deal with the AI rather than just being able to sit up on top of a hill and snipe down at an objective. So yeah, we're going to push over there now, see if we can go meet up with the guys, and be back with you if there's any action.